Welcome to this episode on Usain Bolt and I are friends. In this episode, I want to share a little bit about my relationship with Usain Bolt, share with you the concept of the inner team or parts work, and want to inspire you to get to know your inner parts a little bit better. So I hope you enjoy. Hi, and welcome to this episode. Did you know that Usain Bolt and I are friends? Probably you didn't. So in this episode, I would like to share a little bit about what it is that we have in common, why we are friends, and what you might be able to learn from this. So what triggered me to do and create this episode? It's connected to the launch of my brand Essence. While launching this brand, with all the offerings and programs and coachings, I've been confronted with a lot of challenges, a lot of self-critique, a lot of doubts, and a lot of joy, a lot of lightness, a lot of purpose. And one major contributor to my journey has been Usain Bolt. And okay, I'm going to share with you openly and transparently, it's not the Usain Bolt from the Olympics who won gold because he's a very fast runner. It's an inner part of mine that I call Usain Bolt. So, sorry, maybe Usain Bolt, if you're actually listening and you would like to be friends, write me a message. I would love to meet you and to talk about this in person with you. All right. So, while launching this brand, there are a lot of challenges and I find so much joy in creating all of this, especially like this podcast. It just lets me pour my heart out, and I really hope that it also inspires you. So there's like a lot of work to do. Like the pile of to-dos that I give myself is massive. And I want to get through all of this. And there's this one part in me which supports me a lot in that journey, which is Usain Bolt. Before I tell you about this part, I just want to elaborate briefly this concept of the inner team or inner parts. There are various approaches that use like different terminology, but I just want to put it in the most basic and easy way. So the idea is that every one of us has several parts within themselves that are kind of different personalities with different sets of values that speak to us all the time. So there can be, for example, a part, or you can call them like a member of your team, whatever vocabulary you choose. For me, I don't care. It's for me, I want to get to the essence of things. So you can have a part that's the protector, and safety is the most important value. So whenever something comes, he or she, this part, wants to protect you and create strategies. And then it says, better not go out and see this person. Better not sell my chair on eBay, or better not do something, or it's better actually to buy a little bit more food because maybe the world will end tomorrow, and then it's always good to have some stocks in supply, right? Or actually like stocks from the stock market. I don't know if the safety part would say that. Anyways, I think you get the idea. And there could be another part that says, I love adventure, the adventurous one. And this part always wants something different, always wants to go on adventure. Every repetitive thing is boring and they want something new. And so on and so forth. So basically what you could do for yourself is, if you hear some voices in your head telling you stories of what to do or what not to do, you can see if there's a pattern, and then you can give them a name. You could call them Protector Bob and the Adventurous Amelie. Maybe you have a part which is the funny one, or you have another part which is more the calm one, or whatever it is. There's no right or wrong in this. So I have this part which I call Usain Bolt. And I think it was born while I was working for the strategy consultancy, which is called Roland Berger. Some of you might know McKinsey, so it's something similar. So I was working for them, and there, from my experience, a value that is very important is being efficient and getting a lot of stuff done quickly. So I found myself in this environment where I had to get a lot of stuff done in a short amount of time. So this part, which I called Usain Bolt, was born. And what Usain Bolt wants to do is just run quickly wherever. It doesn't matter to him where he runs, which direction, where he gets. The only thing that matters is running now and fast. And he comes online every now and then. And all these parts have sometimes more functional, sometimes more dysfunctional characteristics and qualities. So the dysfunctional side of my Usain Bolt is that he just runs in a very headless way. So I feel agitated easily if this part turns online and says, oh, you need to do stuff. And I'm like, okay, where do I want to do? Which stuff? Or left, right? And like, oh, you're very nervous and agitated and have like this restless energy, which is super annoying in my system. And for everyone else, it's just stressful. Because he just wants to get things done, and he comes online every now and then and says, hey, let's get things done. Even if there's nothing to do, he still runs this story, but because it's, if there was nothing to do, his existence would be threatened and he would die, and that's terrible, right? No one wants that. Neither my inner part, Usain Bolt. And on the other side, there are a lot of positive qualities. And one of them is that he just gets things done. He is the part that is active when I create a lot of content in a short amount of time. He is the one that runs through the flat and vacuum cleans like a maniac. I just runs around and just vacuum cleans the entire flat in such a short amount of time. He's the one that can inflate tires with incredible efficiency, or who's very good at timekeeping. Well, maybe not that good at timekeeping, but yeah, he's just very fast at everything. And I love this guy, especially now when creating my Essence brand and with all these offerings. There's just so much work to do, right? I share that with you. So he runs and manages or gets things done. So what I've understood for myself is, if I don't want to feel exhausted of just running around headlessly for a long time, this part needs an ally, a friend. And I don't have a name yet for that, but it's the part that gives direction, that gives clarity, that gives focus. So if I have the two of them as a team collaborating, then everything gets really juicy. So this part, which gives clarity and focus, says, okay, these are the tasks. Let's create structure and order first. Let's get very clear on what it is that you want to achieve in this time. And then Usain, you can take over. You just run, go, do your thing. And he runs, and within myself, it feels like the entire crowd is celebrating, like at the end of a marathon. It was just the Berlin Marathon, actually. So it feels a little bit like that. The entire crowd is cheering because he's running. So I want to share that with you because I can imagine that you also have your parts that are in a dialogue, some parts which are louder, some parts which are quieter. Maybe this episode inspires you to, get to know these parts a little bit better. Maybe there are other parts that you haven't met yet, but which are also present in your life. And maybe you can befriend all of those parts within yourself, see what they might need to move from dysfunctional to functional. And to me, this is also a lot related to essence, because this is a big question. I leave the answer to you. So what is your essence? Do these parts belong to your essence? Do all of them belong to your essence? Just some of them? Can you actually get rid of them? Interesting questions. I believe that you can try to become friends with all of them. You can listen to them, ask them what they need, give them what they want, up to a certain degree, and have like dialogue, negotiations within yourself, saying like, okay, now this part can have more space. Maybe your circumstances have changed. You find yourself in a certain condition environment that maybe you've become a parent, and there are some other responsibilities that are just more important, that define which parts get more space in a certain moment. And also in that, try to see what is possible, what can you shape, what do you have to just accept as it is, just get in touch and contact with your inner parts. Maybe you also have Usain Bolt within you. Maybe there are other celebrities within yourself that want to be seen, that shine, that also make you you. So I hope this episode was inspiring for you. Looking forward to connecting with you the next time. And until then, have a good time and enjoy.